Hello, and welcome to, well, my return back to Minecraft after so long. It's been a while since I've actually played Minecraft, so let's get into it. Um, the reason why I'm coming back to playing Minecraft again, well, one is just to see what's going on in the world of Minecraft. I know there's been some updates that I didn't read because I just skipped through it because I wanted to get this recorded while I had it on my thoughts. So, how's everyone been doing? And it's been so long since I've done this type of recording. And I think my last video was a Dead Island video. And I don't record often. I stopped actually recording after my recording friend Matt. He went overseas to Iraq, and he's over there right now. So I'm just waiting for him to come back home. So once he's back home, me and him are gonna do some more recording, which would be nice because, well, you get to a point where you miss having somebody to record with, and he's one of those people where I know I can record with and able to have a good time playing. I mean, I would record with the OnGF, but her computer isn't so good. It all depends on her work schedule, but, well, let's just build a simple shelter for now. So, and, you know, paying attention to news and what's been going on lately. So, all I really cared about, in the past couple months since that's more than a month, probably a year since I've actually posted something about, I've gained an addiction to the Elder Scrolls series like never before. I mean, I played a lot of Skyrim. And I mean, a lot of Skyrim. And it's I don't know what to say about the game that hasn't already been said, but it's definitely fun, and, well, that's an understatement. It is fun. It's kind of hard to explain the game in Minecraft, but it's a good little hole. But other than that, I've actually gotten back into playing MMOs. Mainly MMO I played. Sorry. You can tell I haven't played Minecraft in a while. That I just tried to make a crafting bench out of just plain blocks. I've started playing a MMO called Warframe. That's one that I started playing that me and Matt are gonna probably do a few videos in when he gets back. But no promises on that at the moment. Even though he says he wants to play the game, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna do a video on that. That game, I'll explain. Well, I'll say now, it's a fun game. It's just me and MMOs don't mix. It's kind of like when I was actually excited for an Elder Scrolls MMO, but then again, after the reviews and stuff, I'm just like, yeah, I'll just wait until Elder Scrolls 6 comes out. That'll, help on my, Elder Scrolls addiction. I mean, not that I think it's an inherent bad game, because I haven't played it, but it's just the fact that the Elder Scrolls is an MMO that's just on the awkward part. But if you like the MMO, fine. I just find it a little on the, it doesn't, the Elder Scrolls series, while being a fantasy-based video game, it never struck me as a game that warranted being an MMO, especially, after, like, when you think of, like Fallout and stuff, where I actually think Fallout would lend itself a little bit better to being an MMO, because in Fallout, you're pretty much a nobody. I mean, you can pretty much say that about Elder Scrolls, but you're always destined for greatness, and on the Elder Scrolls series. So it's like, I would rather play as nobody who just, wandering around the waste, getting shot at by people. Because that's one of those games where I think you can almost do a DayZ type thing with it, where, you die and you have to roll a new character. But I think, yeah, that would probably be in the, not in the Fallout experience, to die and then have to roll a new character. But, well, just ideas. Just talking on my ass, like I usually do. But if okay, building my house on the side of a mountain, yeah. All my another thing, all my houses, will most likely always end up in the side of hills or underground. And the reason why, because I don't like building my houses up. I like being a hermit. Just use what the earth has already given you and just reshape it to your will. So if you didn't see my avatar, it's Optimus Prime in a suit. It's one of my favorite avatars. I have had the girlfriend once make me I think a video I never posted, I think, was I had the Dragon Ball Z mod, and I had Optimus Prime wearing Goku's gi. So that one, I made that, and then I had my Pokemon one with Optimus Prime as Pokemon trainer. So I definitely had ideas, and I'm probably going to return to doing it in a more traditional fashion of dressing up depending on the theme. Like if I'm going to do, I do want to do the Dragon Ball Z mod, and I played it a lot, and it's one of those mods that I could probably play for hours just because of how good it is. So I definitely gonna give that a shot. Doing those videos might get Matt involved, because it'd be probably a little bit more fun to do it together with somebody than watching me do this, which is the equivalent of what I'm gonna do. Except for in that one, I can run around and punch somebody in the face, and they just go flying. So that's the best thing about that mod, is that it takes what DBZ is and, well, it gives you DBZ in Minecraft. The ability to fly, which is nice. All the locations, all the, characters. You can go to the Saiyan planet. You go to Namek. Find the Dragon Balls. Things like that. And just things that make it, memorable and fun. I mean, I've also tested out, I've also played the Godzilla mod in the past, and I played it using, I don't think I released the video. I was going to do a mod showcase of the Godzilla mod, but I didn't release it because I didn't think it was that good. Mainly because I don't think I'm that good at this to be like releasing mod showcase. I could play with the mod all I want, and just make a video on it. I think that's a better showcase than actually just, running around, just telling you what the mod's about. Make a couple Let's Plays out of it. And also, speaking of Let's Plays, I've also binge watched a lot of Achievement Hunter. That series has almost, well, any of their series has almost made me die of laughter. I mean, out of all the things that I love about Rooster Teeth, their Let's Play channel is probably one of the best things around. And also, did everyone I know if you're RT fan, you already know this, but RT, they're making a movie called Laser Team, and the fact that the community is nice enough to give them to trust them enough to give them $1 million, and it hasn't even, it's like, I would check right now, but what their date is until it comes out. But actually, I want to get out of this there. I think it's enough collecting cobble. Sorry, I don't like being in snow biomes. They are horrible. But I think I'll just call this home for tonight. Grab some wood, and then move on tomorrow. Other thing I've been watching, coming to think of it the way I'm talking like I've been watching a lot of Survivor Man. If you know what that show is, I'd say watch that show. It it's if you've watched Man vs. Wild, it's kind of like that, except for it's a little bit more genuine. I mean, I don't know what people's thoughts on this series. I'm not gonna tell them, say, you know. Oh, I don't actually. It's like the only thing I know is like a lot of people like that show a little bit better, and they like Man vs. Wild. And that one, especially my girlfriend loves that show. She started watching when we were, I think, when we went to MegaCon a year ago. She just loved. We were in the hotel and there's nothing on the hotel. In the hotel, we just watched, and they had managed to have, you know, Discovery. We watched Survivorman on that. So that made the time pass really fast, just because Survivorman's a good series. Makes me wanna do survival, but I know I wouldn't survive. Also, it's also the thing that makes it so good is the genuine factor of, you know, he's out there alone and, you know, has to record everything himself. That's the one thing I like the most about it, is because it's, you know, as I said, it's a little bit more genuine than what you get with Man vs. Wild. It's an odd conversation, just, you know, talking about you know, Man vs. Wild, you know, Survivorman in a Minecraft Let's Play. Well, not really Minecraft Let's Play, it's more like a Minecraft update. It's like a vlog, just like the video games. I'm here for tonight. Which, another thing that is like, I gotta, I'm a little bit, you know, bummed out was, you know, if you pay attention to what goes on in, you know, the lands of video games, you know, that E3 passed this weekend. So, I mean, nothing really came out of it. I mean, there's some game announcements that I'm actually a little bit excited for, like, you know, Battlefront. I'm excited for that. I'm a huge fan of Star Wars. So when that comes out, that will be interesting, because I remember playing the Battlefront series with my brothers, so that's gonna be a good series to watch and play. I don't have an Xbox One or a PS4. I still have my 360, most reliable machine that I've ever had. Even though technically my first ever experience playing video games came from the Sega Genesis. Played a lot of Maximum Carnage back in the day. It was one of my favorite game series. Well, actually, it wasn't really games, it was just one of my favorite games to play. Mainly because, you know, it's the first time I was introduced to Venom before I watched, you know, the TV show and stuff. So, he became one of my favorite Spider-Man villains. If you consider him a villain, which I think he could be considered a villain depending on who's controlling him. And if he decides he doesn't want to eat the webhead. But that was a good. I actually played it. I saw it. They have a browser version of it, so I played it a little bit and just reminded me of how difficult, you know, the old school games now are, or used to be. It's like now I play like Elder Scrolls, and I'm not unfazed about anything. I got Morrowind on here, and that was one of my first Elder Scrolls games I played, and to tell you the truth, it was the one game that made me stay away from the Elder Scrolls series. It's not because it was a bad game, it's just because it was ridiculously hard. It was unforgiving to new players who came in there. Well, and then Oblivion kind of helped that out. Gave me a little bit more hope for a game, and then I watched my brother play Fallout New Vegas for the first time, and I started playing that, and then I decided off the whim to get Fallout 3, played that, and to tell you the truth, Fallout 3 is my favorite game of all time. And it mainly comes down to the fact that, well, It was the only game that I know that I played that really gave me, you know, a satisfying, um, you know, character to love. Well, and there's a skeleton out there with gold armor. Huh. Neat. I don't know how many of you've played Fallout and stuff, but it's one of those games that are. It's a good, especially Bethesda. I never played the original Fallout games, and I probably won't. Maybe I might play them down the road, but it's definitely one of those games that I remember playing, and I can play it today and still have as much fun as playing any other game. And well, that also comes from the fact I also like playing games. When it comes to like games like this, like Minecraft, I usually like to have another person to play with me, just because it gives you somebody to talk to. You're not just talking to, the walls or the skeleton that's out there. And, you can comment on stuff. I mean, I've played Minecraft enough to not be afraid of, a creeper showing up. But, with all the new updates, I don't know what to expect, whether or not they added new mobs. I mean, if they didn't, then okay, it's fine. I'll just continue on with my life. But there's just hope that we get better games in the future. I mean, at least the one thing I'm hoping for definitely is sometime this year, whether or not the game comes out this year, is Fallout 4, which I avidly told the girlfriend that if they announce Fallout 4 this year, then I will buy the game even if I don't have an Xbox or a PS4. I'll probably get it on Xbox. Nothing against the PS4, it's just for the PlayStation in general. I actually do remember that being one of those first games. Like the PS2 was one of the first systems, one of the first, next gen consoles I really got. Like day one. It was one of those games, like systems that I remember getting, and I still have a PS2 hanging around the house. Don't have many games for it, but I still have one hanging around the house. I mean, my favorite game on the PS2 was playing Devil May Cry. Another very user-unfriendly game. That game, I swear, my proudest moment in gaming was beating it. I know that doesn't sound, that bad considering what we have now, like Dark Souls and stuff like that, which I've played Dark Souls in. The less I say about Dark Souls, the better, just because Dark Souls just so happens to be one of those games that I don't know if I should like because it's challenging, or I should just hate because, well, the game wants to kill you at every turn. I swear, you can see a beautiful beautiful woman and just like, oh, it's a beautiful woman. In the Dark Souls universe, you just make sure you have your hand on your sword and know how to dodge and learn enemy patterns. Which that's one of those things like in the game that if you don't expect. Like I picked up my first interaction with Dark Souls is my brother was like, "Don't pick up the game." It's one of those games like you don't want to pick up, and I was like, okay, and it's like, nah, I stayed away from it for now. And then I watched a rage quit by Michael from Achievement Hunter, and let's just say I should have taken his advice about the game, but I wanted to see if what he was saying is like there's some games, I don't know how many games I've actually played after he just got the living shit beat out of him in the game, but I played a lot of games, and then I played games that just want your fucking soul. That game will consume your life if you play it. It's like, because no matter how hard, it's still on my shelf now. I told my girlfriend it's the one game I'm not gonna sell. She asked me why, and it's like, because one day I will beat it, and it will be the most glorious moment of my life. Until then, it's going to stay. It has to. I mean, like that series is just, it perplexes me that somebody can be so mean to make a game that's that unforgiving. I mean, if that was the point of the series, to make a series that, you know, busted your balls at every point, then, well, that's, you know, they did a good job on that. And you just hope to God, you know, you never experience terror that is the Dark Souls series. And usually, if I'm gonna play a game, I tend to see what it's like beforehand. Like, I think the only example I have of games that I picked up and had no real, you know, expectation for was, I think, what was the game? I think, looking at it, I think one would definitely be Dragon Age. That one I didn't expect to actually be fun. I mean, I'm talking about, I don't know what people think of Dragon Age Origins, but that's one of those games where I played it, and it was a good game, and I adamantly enjoyed it, so that's one of those games where I picked it up and played it and just had some fun. And, you know, I like games that let me create my own character, so that's a huge thing. Like, I also picked up Saints Row 3 after watching the Achievement Hunter Let's Play of that, and that's the whole reason I picked it up. I didn't pick it up for any reason except for that. Ow! Shit. So, no, stop it, Skeleton. You're mean! Stop it, you're mean! Ow! Ow! Ow, my butt! Oh god. Still okay. Huh? Nope. Well, I made a screenshot of nothing. Gotta remember, how do you go into third, you know, change perspective? Okay, that's not how to change perspective. Let's go F5. There we go. Oh, my Optimus Prime suit. Still, Skeleton dead? Is the mean guy gone? Nope. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. Ow! Came at me. Gotta heal. But other than that series of games, another series of games that I'm hoping I'm hoping that, truthfully, that Pokemon ditches the Mega Evolution, which I don't think they're going to. So, I mean, I like Pokemon to an extent that I can play the games and not be really pissed off at everything they do. Because when I play Pokemon, I don't expect a grand story. I mean, if I wanted to play a game with a grand story, I'd go pick an Elder Scrolls game, not Morrowind, because no matter how much I played, I don't think I'm ever gonna beat a game that just doesn't want to give you anything. I mean, I understand it's like it's one of the reasons why Oblivion I think is slightly better than Morrowind, is just because you get a compass, you actually know where you're going. That helps a lot. I mean, the fast travel thing wouldn't be that bad, because especially with Skyrim, it's like, I don't mind walking. It's not a big deal, you know, having to walk to, you know, a location. At least then you're just walking. You're not having to worry about shit getting shoved up your tuchus. Calm down. So, I'm taking there's something under here. This cobblestone hill. But let's hope that we get a return to, you know, games that have good stories. But basically, I want a game that, more games that let you make your own, you know, destiny. Games that, one, that aren't MMOs, because I do like playing by myself. I like to experience the world myself and not have to worry about people shoving stuff up my tuchus. My tuchus needs to be foreign item free, so that will be a good boost to morale if I get a game that is, you know, like the Elder Scrolls series, that, you know, can give me things that allow me to forge my own destiny. It's kind of the reason why I lean towards Dragon Age, Origins as a fun game. It's because when you got that character creation, when you can create your own character, it helps majorly with the morale and stuff, because you instantly become invested in that character because you created him. You chose what his backstory is. Now it's just time to make sure you keep him on the path that you want, whether it be good or evil. Kind of like Fallout. When I played Fallout 3, it's like there's some things I couldn't do. It's like, personally wise, the one thing I never did in Fallout is like, I couldn't in the Pit DLC, that one, it's like I could never take the kid, the baby from, at the end. I was just like, yeah, that goes against everything. It's like, I'm not gonna steal a child. It's like, 'cause it's like when you're like, there's a difference like when you're the courier. Well, the courier, you really don't have anything to base yourself off of, except for mainly what people perceive. Oh, neat. Or what people say about you, like Ulysses, how he explained how you are, and it's like I didn't do that shit. Well, maybe I did, but I don't remember doing that shit. I mean, main reason if you forgot, then it's like you can only just blame the fact that you got a bullet in your head. I mean, that could definitely fry your memory. No cow. Do not go in the hole. Well, then again, if it's a cow, that must have been Edgar. I am sorry, Edgar. I know you wanted to be back in the hole. Yeah. Ryan's my new favorite achievement hunter. Next to, Ray. It's like a toss-up between Ray and Ryan, the R&R connection. They're definitely my favorite achievement hunters. But I forgot what I was talking about. See, this is the problem with, being alone. You almost forget instantly what you're talking about. And that's mainly because I haven't, actually done this in a while. And also, it doesn't help that I'm recording at where I am at 4:53 in the morning, so that, really doesn't, help, thinking-wise when you're just running around in Minecraft, just talking for the lulz. This is what I'm doing. I'm not really, this is just, well, it's a return to Minecraft, which it is. It's my return. And I'm gonna do more videos and resume my quest for the Tower of Pimps in this world. I'm gonna abandon the other world because an issue that came up in it, so I'm not gonna do anything in that. Anything I'm gonna do from now on, I'm just gonna show whether it just be. I usually, back when I was recording videos for the first time, what I used to do, instead of taking you guys out of the building process, I used to just do it, and then it's done. But I think I'm gonna show you what I'm doing, and that way it just allows for me to talk and see what's up in the world, just express some minor opinions. I mean, yes, I'm gonna keep everything gaming. I don't really have anything else I wanna bitch and moan about. I mean, I could bitch and moan about politics, but it's Minecraft. If Minecraft had a government, then I can really bitch about it. That'd be interesting. Whole government mod. I just in the wrong hands, that government mod would be like the worst thing possible, because I wonder how many people just instantly think, kill. I mean, not to say the government's a bad thing, it's just some people in government are idiots. And see, I instantly went to government. Again, when it comes to me, a girlfriend knows that when it comes to things I hate, I just go off on a rant. I actually did that about Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, she's a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, and after watching, well, I never watched the series, so I'm not going to say that it's perfect or a good series. Well, I'm not going to say it's the worst thing imaginable. I'm just going to say it's just a little jump in the sharkish. I mean, when you put the main focus on, well, not really main focus, because it's just the aspect of, you're your main character or any of the other characters in this world, they duel while riding on motorcycles. I mean, I don't know if that was, you know, stay throughout the whole series, but it's just one of those things where you have to build a hut. At least, I'm in a valley full of cows. Poor cows, they're gonna get slaughtered. Let's see, let me find a good hill. There's one over there. There, I'll go build a hole in the wall. There's a... At least I'm getting close to a little bit more flat land. I think I can call this home for now. It's not really a snow biome, it's more of a tundra, I think. You guys can mistake. You guys have all right to mistake me or fix my mistakes. So if I'm wrong on that, just say so. I take honesty. Wait, don't look like that. Put that there. And then we put this here. I'm a mob spawning at the moment, and then I'll just build my hut. And I left my pickaxe. Oh, and my... Oh, yeah, well, I pretty much already knew I was going to be there. Just dig down a bit. And just spread the stuff out so I can build a home and shelter. And in other news, it's like, what have I been doing lately? Other than drawing, which I tell you the truth that I probably could create my own thumbnails if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. Usually I do it if I, you know, if it was important, but it's not really important at the moment to make my own thumbnails. I mean, if I'm going to make a thumbnail, I'll just take a screenshot from the Adobe and just do it that way. But what I've been drawing, which I might put a couple while I'm talking about this, but I'll make this. No, I don't have green wool, but I think I can. I'll have to remember how to make green wool while I'm sitting here. But I have a. If you notice about my wool, how it's flat and doesn't have any like bumps and stuff. It's mainly because I made a green screen set using that just using a flat color texture pack just so I can use a green screen effect while I'm, you know, recording if I wanted to. Which I think I can set up. You can use it with black screen. I just need to put some light into it. I think I can use white, but if I open my info, no, I don't think. Well, the snowball might be affected, so that stuff. So it's fine. I mean, what I can tell you, what I usually draw, personally, it all depends on what I'm feeling at the moment. If I'm feeling about drawing, you know, a picture about, I don't know, just doing character designs. I mean, I normally don't draw fan art unless actually I've drawn fan art, but I've only done it when it's been asked to me. Like I take requests every once in a while, and usually if I don't do them, that means I just either forgot about them or you know, I forgot about them. Just, I'm human. Don't blame me. Put some more torches on. But I do take them, and I don't have a limit on what, or I don't charge people to take requests, because my logic is, well, I am fine with, you know, the idea of, you know, taking commissions. I'm not good enough that I feel that I deserve to start getting commissions for people who want to pay. So if you want me to draw something, all you have to do is really just ask, and I'll do it. Just, it has to be something that I would do in like my normal drawing, you know. Like, I'm all for, like, one of my major requirements, I just made 5 graphic tables. Oh, don't hit shift. One of my major requirements for, you know, if I'm going to draw something, is no, I'm not going to draw Yaoi. It's nothing. And if you want to know the reason why I won't draw Yaoi, it's because Yaoi is this awkward, you know, it's It's just an awkward thing to draw. I can draw Yuri all day because it's not awkward, but well, not really awkward in the sense that it's better. It's just it's a lot easier, and I don't have to really think that the fact that I'm drawing, you know, dudes, you know, getting cozy. Which, again, I have no problem with. I don't want to dig myself too deep. But let's just say it's just not something I'm comfortable with drawing because, in lack of better terms, if I was, you know, gay, I probably wouldn't have a problem with it. Not to say that gay people draw yaoi, but it's probably just because of the fact that it's not a comfortable thing to draw. And that's pretty much all I'm going to say about that. It's just, it's not comfortable. I mean, if it was comfortable, I'd draw it. But, you know, at the end of the day, who cares? It's just drawing. And I've done, I think 2 Yuri requests. Which, surprisingly, you don't get a lot of Yuri requests. I mean, I've gotten some weird ones. I've gotten one about, someone wanted Gwen from Ben 10 and Tigers from Young Justice. Not to say that wasn't awkward, it was just weird. But then again, like I said, drawing Yuri isn't awkward. It's, well, depending on the way the person puts it. I got a My Little Pony one that I got. Somebody wanted me to do it, and then just make the character have piercings all over. I kind of, you know, just stared at my screen. I'm like, what? I mean, I get the idea, but I don't get the idea. It's the idea that having a lot of... It's like he even asked for one set of piercings that I actually had to look up because I had no idea what it was. Because, you know, if somebody asks me to do something, and I'll take the time to learn about it. Like, I did a Hinata cause one, and that was a little on the difference. You know, that was different just because it was just a single pose, simple and fast, and it's not. I don't color them. If I color them, then I color them because, you know, one, I wanted to color them, or because I thought it was that good. Holy shit, there's a lot of cows here. Sorry, it's just, there's a lot of fucking cows. It's like, if Ryan was here, it'd just be a massive crater of glass over it. The Edgars are the ones in the hole. I know, Cal, this is weird. No, definitely, I mean, I played Minecraft on the Xbox. I have the Xbox 360 Minecraft. I played on that and not see mobs for days. This one is literally mobs for days. I could just probably sit here and just slaughter them all, but gather resource and go back in. I saw a creeper hanging out by the house. Maybe plant some saplings, get some trees growing in this area. Renovate this some more. Light the area up. Get rid of this creeper. Charge! Hit him twice. Charge! Got him. But let's just hope nobody decides they want to show stuff up. I took my booty. Let's see. But back to the drawing thing. I do have a DeviantArt, which if you want it, I'll give it to you. I'm not going to force you to go to it. It's just not something I would do. But if you want to go to my DeviantArt, all you just have to do is ask. I might put it in the description if I remember. I actually talked about it. And I'm actually trying something a little bit new. I'm recording audio in Audition. See how that sounds compared to when I just use... Because I use Fraps to do all my recording. And I know that's like, that might not be the best recording software in the world, but you take what you get. I mean, I bought it, so I might as well use it. So, I'll put it in the description below, but let's just hope that, you know, it's, you know, worth it. Well, if you go to it, just You don't have to say anything. If you want to request, all you have to do is send me a note. Just and give me detail on what you want. Don't just tell me you want this character. Like if you want a picture of, say, let's say Lucy from Fairy Tail. If you want that as a picture, then okay, you can tell me, you know, I want Lucy from Fairy Tail, but make sure you actually tell me what you want me to do with the character. I mean, I know that might not seem like a big, you know, something that's, you know, just common sense, you know. Of course, if I want a commission, I'll make sure to tell the person I'm commissioning from, but I've had people that usually start out with really asking me what I do I have any limits on what I'll do. First things first. I usually tend to keep the pictures 2 people was the limit for now, depending on the picture you want. Just notice there's some white on there. That might actually come. I need to get green wool when to do this. Yeah. Yeah, you're seeing me try to fight over making sure to get the get the green screen. Well, it's not an important thing, it's just, you know, get the green screen up and running. That way I can stare at it and give updates through that. Because I would have done, you know, an update on the set, which is what I call my Minecraft world, where I keep, you know, everything that has to do with, you know, like I was originally gonna just do reviews of stuff, which I'm probably gonna do, but I'll just do it. And if it's a game review, I'll actually have to get the game and review it. If it's a movie, then I'll just tell you, like, I saw Godzilla. Let's just say, I recommend seeing it, but I'm not gonna say that it's, you know, the greatest movie of all time. Actually, I do believe it's a good movie. It's probably one of the best movies I've watched this summer so far. But, you know, that's after seeing movies like Captain America. And Captain America is a good movie. That's also a good movie. If you haven't seen Captain America Winter Soldier, then go see that movie. Or get it, pick it up, and watch it. It's a good movie. Another movie I've seen, well, I haven't seen, I'm waiting to see X-Men Days of Future Past. Heard that's good. I've always liked the X-Men, well, I've liked the Wolverine movies. X-Men Origins pissed me off with. Actually made me happy that Ryan Reynolds was. God damn it. Did they put it in the mobs that they forever run away if you hit them in the... Oh, then again, that would actually make sense. If somebody was attacking you with a sword, you wouldn't stop midway and wait for them to kill you. But again, getting sidetracked. If there's any movie you should see, I would say see Godzilla while it's still in theaters, because the movie is definitely one of those movies I would recommend seeing on the big screen. Because if you have a big TV, then just wait for DVD to come out on DVD if you're not going to see it, or just rent it when it comes out. It's a good movie, and I'd recommend it. It's a Godzilla movie, so I recommend not putting too much thought into the movie. There's actually, if you've read some people talking about it, they don't like. There's some reviews about, the main character and stuff. I would say, truthfully, the main character is okay. He's not the greatest, thing ever, but he's better than Matthew Broderick, that's for sure. He took Matthew Broderick and, at least made the Godzilla movies seem, nicer. And it was even more hilarious that, oh shit, I just made a whole bunch of boots. Oh well, I got boots for days. I gotta remember not to hit shift. Oh well, I got boots. I wonder how many people I'm gonna piss off because I just keep fucking on. It's funny because it's doing it all intentionally, it's just unintentionally. I'm not doing it to be funny. I'm not like Gavin who fucks up on purpose. Well, at least I hope he fucks up on purpose. He doesn't then. Well, Gavino, you have problems. I mean, I think the only thing left to really cover is, not really cover, is just things like I am gonna I want to start up making cosplay again. I mean, if you see me in real life, you'll probably like, oh, okay, what cosplay can you do? Because truth be told, I'm not exactly in the best shape of my life. I'm kind of dubby. I am. I'm not. I wouldn't consider myself, holy shit, he's fat. I'm just saying, I'm fat. But I do make costumes, and I do take the time to make sure they look the best that they can. And then I'm going to make sure I'm actually gonna work on making a series that's dedicated to at least answering questions about making cosplay. Because truthfully, I like cosplay, playing certain things. Like my main costume that I always do, that I'm mainly gonna make and update, is my Star Wars costume that I've done for the past, couple years. It was the first costume I ever did, so I'm gonna keep making that, making it look good, add stuff to it, and just try and balance making cosplay and getting in shape. That way I can do more. Because truth be told, there's some characters that I don't think you need to be fat, but I'm not gonna complain about being fat. I'll still do it. I'll still dress up as a character. There's just some things you don't want to be fat in doing, and you'll get ridiculed the hell out of sometimes if you're fat and you're doing cosplay. It's like, you're fat, and I'm like, hey, no, it sucks. No one really sucks, just because I have a very limited roster of characters I can do at the moment. And when I say I only do my Star Wars character, just because that's the character I do. It's the main character that I created. I truthfully believe that any time you cosplay, or if you're going to cosplay something, at least, if you're going to do a character, then do a character, that's fine. But if you're going to cosplay, make sure it's, I would say originality is welcomed. I know a lot of people I've met when I've been wandering, doing MegaCon a couple thousand times. I've done MegaCon 6 times. It was the first convention that I've ever gone to, and I'll be back next year. But the one thing I can tell you is that if you're going to make a costume about a character, do it. But if you want to do a costume like, say, Bleach, and you don't want to do any of the characters, but you want to make a Soul Reaper, or a Quincy, or whatever you want to do, then I'd say do it. That's actually a welcome addition to just, simple cosplay. While it's, I call it cosplay, I would say it's more cosplay than, actually doing characters, because dressing up as, certain characters is, what cosplay is, but really putting your own twist on something, that really makes cosplay interesting, because you get to see what other people can do. I mean, it's kind of like the discussion about, there's one cosplayer I know people know just because of, well, who she is and what she cosplays as, and that's Miss Nigri. Which at the end of this, I'll hopefully, if I find green, well, I think I have to just clip these, but I might just spawn in green wool and make it a lot easier. I'm just gonna put it here, but I'll have to check on how to make green wool. But her cosplay definitely, I think, truthfully, she's not bad. I wouldn't say she's best. If you want to go look at one of the best cosplayers I've ever seen, go look at Yaya Han. She's definitely one of the best. Mainly because, truth be told, her skill at making, costumes is actually what made me want to get into making my own, cosplay. And when I mean making my own, I mean literally making my own. If I'm going to make something, the only things I can see me actually doing to the letter is, one is Green Ranger. I do that one to the, because I'm a Power Rangers fan, so I do that one to the letter. Even though I probably will do my own Power Ranger costume just for the lulz. because, well, I like doing things my own. I like design. I like the process that goes into designing your costume and figuring out how to make it. That's what really. And I usually, and if you go to, I'll put my DeviantArt in description just for this factor, is that if I'm gonna make something, I usually post every design thing that goes along with it. So I would say you should go, glance to DeviantArt, just my DeviantArt, or just come check it up if you're interested. Because I'll be posting when, I'm starting making. Like, I'm going to start the next month, start making cosplay again. And updating my Star Wars costume. And making it a little bit better. Like, I have plans to do new armor and stuff. With, using Warblood, which, oh god. It's not the easiest material to work with if you're new, but all I had to go off was trial and error, and there's a lot of error that went into it. A lot of learning that has to go down. I gotta still learn how to make straps to, strap it onto my, make, buckles and stuff, belts, things that work, that can make it look better. Hopefully it just grows and I'll bring it over there. But just gonna make cosplay then. One thing is I know that you should do is you definitely need to make it your own. It's one thing I'll preach. It's why I can, see a Jessica Nigri cosplay and not be hotly angry at it. I mean, I get angry at, I don't get angry at cosplayers in general, it's just, I can get angry at the community that, or some people in, that are like critics. But I get angry. But actually, sometimes I mainly just laugh at them because some of their arguments or some of the things they say, I slightly agree with, because it's obvious that she knows what she's doing, and she's not gonna hide the fact that, yeah, a lot of people are coming there because of her tatas. They see that and they're just like, well, going to there. But it's not to say that we should all damn her from, cosplay just because of what she does. She surprisingly, seems to have a good personality from the looks of it. Apparently I think she was at MegaCon. Or maybe it was Yaya Han that was at MegaCon this year. I just happened to not know that she was going. But, if you're gonna hate on somebody, at least do it constructively. Like, I understand a lot of people complain that some of her costumes just are just all, boobies. But you can see, I can understand that argument. It's a valid argument. It's just, if you're gonna complain about something, at least do it constructively. And if you're not gonna do it constructively, then do us all a favor and shut the fuck up. Oh, then again, that might cause the ire of trolls. Trolls are scary people. They will eat you alive. Well, some of them will. I've never met a troll that I've personally wanted to rip their head off, but some of them are just funny. And I don't blame them. I can see why they get royally pissed off at certain things. But, if you're going to complain about something, at least, like, her new cosplay that she did, her Freddy one that she did. Actually, because she said where it was from, and I actually looked it up. And if you know what the one I'm talking about, her Freddy one, once I get the green screen up, I can just sit here and stare and, look at it and tell you about it. But I can tell you personally, it's exactly what it seems. What she based the design off. It was a design done in Japan by an artist I'm actually gonna stop and take a look at this. I wonder if this is recording me as I go through. Yeah, if you can see what I'm doing in Google, then fear me. And then there's feet. God, Facebook, you're weird. Going to Jessica Nigri's page. Yes, I'm going to stop in the middle of my video just to make sure I get the artist's name. Why? Because that's, it wouldn't be fair to talk about it and not actually have the name of what the hell the artist. Because I do. Oh, Koto Bukiya, or Bukiya, Kotobukiya. To tell you the truth, I looked at the figurine that it was based off of, and yeah, it's just as accurate as you think it is. It's not the worst picture known to man. Hopefully it comes up with showing what I was doing, because that would be hilarious. But, and then, well, then again, then you'll actually see that. Well, not exactly. You'll see my Facebook page, which would be hilarious. Well, and then again, my Facebook page. I don't really shy away. If somebody comes to my Facebook page, I'm not really gonna care. It's Facebook. I don't take shit too seriously. It's only Facebook. I mean, but seriously, well, she might not be the most, got stuck in the door. She might not have the most, she might not have the craftsmanship of Yaya Han, but I can tell you the truth, I'm not turned off by the fact that she doesn't give off Yaya Han quality. Because if everybody gave off Yaya Han quality, then, well, let's just say cosplaying would be a scary thing to do, because that's a high standard. I mean, I don't know, it's like I might actually take a look at Heroes of Cosplay, which I'm not looking forward to, because I'll have to watch it, and if it's the first episode isn't what I think it is, and if it is going to be a contest, like, oh, I think that's what the last one was, I think it was a contest, and if that's what it is, then somebody's going to get the royal shit talked out of them, because if you're going to do, I think you could actually do almost a documentary style thing with it, and actually, draw people into the cosplay community instead of showing them drama and bullshit. Because you're gonna show them drama and bullshit, well, then we just put you on one of the major networks, relabel you and I would say, it being a reality show, if it doesn't have drama, which in some cases drama works okay, but it's not one of those things that I associated drama having to be in. With cosplay, it almost makes it seem like if you're not the best, you probably won't, get that much recognition, which, truthfully, I've seen some pretty good-looking cosplayers. But I think the best way to do this, if you want to show, cosplay in its natural habitat, show cosplay in its natural habitat, and show everyone who does cosplay from, simple convention goers all the way to your Yaya Hans and your J Nigris. Having those people, being able to actually help them make, better costumes, that would actually be pretty neat. How to, give tips, because that's what I want to do. I mean, I'm not going to be able to really say that it didn't do what I wanted to do, because truthfully, if it does do what I just said, I will shut up and recant my words, or eat my words, but if it doesn't, then, well, all I have to say is, this show can go fuck itself. And truthfully, I'm saying that not because I think I dislike the show, and because I haven't watched it. All I've watched is reviews, and if I watch it, I'm pretty sure everybody say, well, if you haven't watched it, how can you talk about it? It's like, because truthfully, when all the reviews, everyone's making the same, stating the same thing that's wrong about the show, that's not good. If the show is, about cosplay and people who do it, that would be okay. But if the show is just about, I should probably get cheers. If the show is about, using cosplay as a contest, which I know there's costume contest minions for cosplay, and that's cool. It's like if you have the balls to enter one of those, do it, because you get to see really what cosplayers that aren't Jay Nigris or Yaya Han. I almost called her Jessica Han. That'd be weird. It's like that must be the equivalent of what happens if somebody decides to ship the two. I wonder if that's happened. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. Oh, probably won't, just because it'd be weird. Nah, screw it. I will do it anyways. But I think definitely you need to go to that route of showing cosplayers on and bringing people into community, helping people out. Giving people at least a little spark of, hey, this is what you can do. Just don't stop. Doing what you want. You'll get better eventually. I mean, that's what makes me know that you'll get better. I mean, if you look at Jessica Nigri's early stuff, it wasn't exactly the best. I mean, everybody remembers her Pikachu costume. It's simple. That's one of the things I have to say about her. It's simple, and that's one of the good things. So, if you're going to do cosplay, do it. Just don't. I advise if you're going to hold yourself to standard, I say the best thing to do isn't to hold you to somebody else's standard, because one of the things I've learned over the ages from personal experience, the hardest critic you'll ever face, and this is going to be the most cheesy thing ever, is going to be yourself. So if you're going to cosplay, don't do it to please somebody else. Do it for yourself. And if you're going to do it, if you want to make money out of it, then at least make sure you put an effort into making it the best you can, especially if you want to get recognized for it. Alright, I'm just trying to go to that. Okay. Shit armor away. I'll probably dye it red and blue. That'll work. But if you want to get into cosplay, the internet will be your best friend when it comes to looking at tutorials on, how do I do this, how I do that. Because that's what I used when I made my first pieces of armor for my cosplay. And I've only made gauntlets. I haven't made, chest pieces and stuff, so which I do plan on making, but I'm gonna focus mainly on simple things until I lose a little bit of weight. I want to get those minions, and then I'll be able to at least make it better. I need to get a dress form just so I can make it a little bit better, because truthfully, if I'm gonna do things, I need to have the proper equipment to do it. And actually have, Warbler. But when I do it, when I start making cosplay again, I'll probably be doing what I did the last time, which was I did have videos of us making, me and and the girlfriend making the armor for the Star Wars costume, the 2 gauntlets, but I deleted it because, it's not the greatest, thing ever, so I just deleted it. And it wasn't that good. There wasn't a lot of thought put into I just whimsy took out the tripod and started recording, which can usually help when it comes to making something awesome. I'm gonna have to stop recording soon. It's going on 5:30 where I am. AM, not PM. But I just hope that you can get what we want. And I'll definitely be coming back to doing more Minecraft videos, and when Frank gets back, I'll go back into Dead Island and fucking shit up there. I think I have one Dead Island video I need to put online, but I have to check that. I'll have to check Adobe Audition, because God help me if I'm not recording at the moment. But I think that's what I'll call that a day for now. And I'll probably do more recording. I'm hoping to do more recording tomorrow. I got work to do. I gotta clean off my bed. It's a mess because I was looking for my cord to do for my mic, my blue ball mic. I have to get like a spit, a filter for it so it sounds better. What? Or make one. I know you can make one. I'm just lazy. It's one of those things about cosplay or making stuff. You know, if you're lazy, you're not gonna do anything. I tell you the truth, if I want to tell you horror stories about making costumes, try, you know, making a costume. You know, you're ready, you're excited for MegaCon. You know, your first convention with, you know, this gear, and then you realize, oh wait, I haven't made it yet. Yeah, that will kind of scare the shit out of you and turn you into, make you go into overdrive just to make sure it's done right. Which, truth be told, yeah, that happened. We got everything done like the day before we were supposed to leave because we had a 3-day pass for MegaCon. Another thing, if you're gonna go to MegaCon, wear good shoes that, you know, won't hurt your feet. I nearly broke my ankle a year or two ago. Actually, I think it was 2 years ago. I almost broke my ankle, and now my leg has forever not been the same. I still have pain in my ankle. It has gone, that, you know, after prolonged walking, it just hurts like hell. So my advice: definitely wear good shoes to a convention. You know, wear deodorant. Definitely do that. Make sure you take showers. It's basically any hygiene thing. Just make sure you do. Other than that, I will see you guys next time on the show, and we'll begin our adventures in Minecraft once again. You know, the quest for the Tower of Pimps will be back on, and I'll probably think about recording more videos in the way of doing things with mods. I plan on doing that DBZ mod, and, you know, making that, make sure once that's done, I might do I want to do enough videos to where I'm actually in super. I think my point of stop in that video is getting the Dragon Balls or visiting all planets. You know, the planets. I'll have to check for updates, get the new version of Forge. If there is one. Pretty sure there is. By now, it wouldn't surprise me. See what other mods I can do. I'm trying to find mods that are fun to do and that aren't gonna be too taxing. Like the DBZ mod, I've played it enough, it's simple, so I can do that one. Godzilla, I think I'm gonna hold that off for now. I think that would be fun to do with friends because it's Godzilla. There's a chance, hopefully, I know there's a Bleach mod out there. I might do that one depending on where it is. So I might do that one, but I'll test them all out beforehand before I actually do anything, just to make sure they're fun. Because if they're not fun, there's no point in doing it. But I will see you guys next time on the show. And if you guys have any questions, post them down below. Any comments. I need constructive criticism right now. I need to know what I can do better. So please help, you know, send your, you know, give me your comments. You know, just if you're gonna troll, then troll, do what you want. Not gonna stop you from trolling, but I want to get better at it. I need games to do. I have plans to do videos in Warframe. That'll probably be the next thing I do recording in is Warframe. And I'm gonna do one in Vindictive, which is another MMO. I don't have many games that I can do on it. I'm probably gonna do one in Elder Scrolls Morrowind, but it's not gonna be a actual gameplay. It's more just gonna be a synopsis of how I feel about the Elder Scrolls series. You know, just talking about the series. Either that, or I might actually do it in Oblivion, because Oblivion's a little bit easier to do it in. Because I know that one game really well. After playing Morrowind for a while, I know the game. I just don't think, I think it'd be good since I'm going to the game that I first was introduced with the Elder Scrolls series. So, we'll see about that. Anything else I think would be good. I just have to see what you guys think. I mainly I'll try to do what I think is fun and I'll try not to overstay my welcome. So I will go. I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys next time. I'm Walter, Evangelion Expert. If you're on my channel, and probably in the next video I'll probably have to explain that name, but I'll see you guys next time.